What is up, everyone? It is your boy Attach, and today I'm going to talk about the past weekend at Columbus, Ohio at the MLG Arena, about how our team did in week 2 for the Global Pro League, and if we qualified for playoffs. If we didn't, I'm sure if you kept that with me, you know what the outcome of the weekend was, but I just want to go into detail about some of the matches, also just like some of the stuff over there, the area around there, and then just like, yeah, just casual stuff. But I just want to talk about it to you guys, let you guys know how I feel, the team did how I feel, I did how I feel, a few of the other teams did, and talk about the weeks coming up, because the weeks coming up are going to be insane to qualify for playoffs. So let's get right into it. So in week 1, the teams were Mindfreak, EG, Fnatic, and LG. LG and then Fnatic actually clutched up to qualify for that. So those two teams will be going to playoffs. And in our week, I'm not even going to spoil it, unless you already know, which I'm sure most of you already know. But in our week, it was ourselves, Ghost Gaming, which was bittersweet at Anaheim, and then E6 and Elevate, a European team. So the first match of the day, or we get there on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm very tired. Pierce and I flew from the house in Austin, Texas to Columbus, Ohio, and we got there early in the morning. Excuse me, got there early in the morning, so I was like, alright, I gotta go to sleep. So I go to sleep, woke up, Zuma was there, and we actually, this is the first time it ever happened. I've always wanted this. This is like every kid's dream. If you've ever traveled and went to like a hotel as a kid, this was your dream. We had rooms that were connected, so we were like, what was the room? We were room 210 and then room 212. So literally there was like a doorway on both sides. Like here's our room, here's their room, 2 doorways, and we could like open the doorways on both sides, and then we could just go into each other's rooms. Like it was just, that's really the dream as a kid. At least when I was a kid, I was like, dude, I really want to have connecting rooms like that. Like just with anyone I know, whoever I'm traveling with, because connecting rooms are so much fun, and it's just like so dope and so much easier to communicate instead of having to go into each other's door, knock, wait for them to get up, unlock the door and stuff. So just having connecting rooms was super dope. I'm like, so after we had the connecting rooms, I'm like, alright, it's definitely gonna be a good weekend. So on Wednesday, we went and saw Baby Driver. Baby Driver was actually a very dope movie. I really didn't see any like previews, commercials about it before, but it was actually an amazing movie. So if you like movies, go check out Baby Driver. I'm sure you'll like it. Very action-packed. Good music in the has a good soundtrack in the movie, so I enjoyed it though. So if you like movies, go check it out. And then Thursday is like media day, so we went to the venue, or we got some food from Piata, went to the venue, and then just did some media stuff. I uploaded it in the vlog yesterday, so make sure you guys go into the link in the description. I'm gonna link it. Go check out the video from yesterday if you haven't. It's almost at 20,000 views, so thank you so much. But go check out that video. Make sure to drop a like on that if you do, please. And yeah, I'll drop a like on this video too, because it's about to get real intense. We're gonna get very serious talking about this weekend. So, Thursday, did media day, did the walk-ups, did all the stuff they need to record, a few interviews with MLG, and then we had to get out of the venue kind of early, so we only got to play free-for-alls and like play around with the other teams and our team just to warm up a little bit. So, played for about an hour, 2 hours, just to get the hands going, just get used to the game again on LAN, and that was the Thursday. So we had to be out there by like 6 or so, and it was pretty early. And then we actually went and got some food, and then we saw another movie. What's it called? It was not Wonder Woman, Spider-Man Homecoming, because Spider-Man Homecoming just got released that day. And it was actually released the day before or the day after, but usually when a show gets released or a movie gets released, they will show it a few hours earlier. I think we saw it at like 9, we caught the like 9:30 showing. So Spider-Man Homecoming was also a very good movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I love Marvel movies like that, so I did not disappoint. It was a good movie, and then having like the Iron Man in it was cool as well. So I'm very excited for Black Panther that's coming up. And then what's the next one? It's like Infinity War? Or no, I know there's yeah, so Black Panther's coming up. Then there's gonna be the Thor Ragnarok or something like that is how you pronounce it. And then I think like Infinity War is the next. I'm not sure. I haven't been like catching up on that. So I think it's Infinity War for the next Avengers movie. I'm not sure. And that was a Thursday night. So we go back to the hotel, just chill on Thursday. And then Friday, we wake up. Today, the Friday, we play Ghost as our first match and E6 as our second match of the night. So we were second and fourth match that night. And of course, that weekend, we were second and fourth match, which is like, all right. Then we were first and fourth match on Friday. Then we were first and fourth match on Saturday. I was like, damn, man. Why are we always gonna be first and last? Why can't we just be like second and fourth? Because that's like, you don't have to wait as long. You just play one match, win or lose. wait for the next match to be played, then you go play again. But with one match, you play the first match, wait for 2, then you have to go play the 4th one. You're like, damn it, I wait like 3-4 hours just to play, man. I just want to play. That's the worst part of that tournament, just waiting and like just waiting to play. That's literally the worst part. Like going back to the hotel at night, just sleeping, knowing you have to wait like 12 hours to play tomorrow, and then also just being at the tournament, knowing you have like to wait like 5-6 hours sometimes to play. That's just the worst feeling about competing at these tournaments, 100%. So our first match versus Ghost, we lost the first hard point, we choked that. And then the SND we won, so that was good. We won the throwback SND, and then we played the Frost Link. We actually got destroyed on the Frost Link, and then on the 4th hard point, we choked that again. So both hard points in that series we choked. We just made small mistakes. We lost like 5 or 10 points in both. Like it was just bad. We just made small mistakes that ended up costing us the match. And yeah, so we're like, we kind of talked about it a little, and we weren't like going that hard. Like we weren't that just focused into the game yet. We just had to really get adapted and like start focusing and like giving energy, because we just kind of came out flat versus them. Then we played E6 later that night, and we blew them out in the hardpoint breakout. We 6-3'd them in SND, so we already have 2-0, and then we played Precinct Uplink and we beat them like 10-8 or something like that. It was like 10-7, but then they got like a last second one. So we just beat them right there, 3-0, so that was good. So you ended up going 1-1 on day 1 of the Global Pro League, and that's not that good, especially knowing that we did choke against Ghost in both those hard points. Like we just should have been able to win. We were just making stupid plays, pushing way too aggressively, not being on the same page when we were playing, not communicating well enough, and that kind of costed us. And at these tournaments like this, you really do not have space or room to make any errors. Obviously, luckily, we were able to clutch up, but you don't have room to make any errors. One match or one map could literally cost you going to playoffs or not. So we talked about a few mistakes after that. Was feeling good after we bounced back in 3-0-D6. And then the next day we played Elevate. Elevate just did not have a very good showing this weekend. They actually did not win a map or a match, or they didn't win a match or a map. So definitely not a good showing. They're still cool people, but hopefully they can grind, get a little bit better, and then make some noise at the next or at Champs, because that's like the only event that's left besides the Season 2 playoffs. So Elevate. Hopefully they get a little bit better, but they did not win a match or a map this past weekend. So we 3-0'd them, and then we played Ghost again. We played Ghost. Oh no. We played E6 again, and we were 2-1 at this point. We had a pretty good map count because we just had 3-0'd E6 the day before, and then 3-0'd Elevate. And we were playing E6 again, and we go up 2-0. I forgot what the first map was, but we go up 2-0, and then we're like, oh, let's go. We're about to take this. If we win this, we qualify. Because if we would have won that, we would have been 2-1, and then we would have played Elevate again tomorrow. So we would have been 3-1. Ghost would have been 4-0 because they went 2-0 on Saturday. They beat Elevate in E6, and then E6 would have been 1-3 if we had beat them, and Elevate just still didn't win a match or a map. So we were playing E6. We lose throwback uplink. I had a crazy like buzzer one to just like keep the game going. It was literally, I did not think we had enough time to throw the ball in, but somehow, some way it did happen. We ended up tying, going to OT, lost in overtime, and then we played 4th map, which was Retaliation Hardpoint. This is bad, very bad. Retaliation Hardpoint, I got streaks, and we were up by like 100, and we somehow choked 100-point lead, and we were like, dude, like what did we just do? How did we just choke that map? We were up by 100 points, and we already know the mistakes we made. Then we went to last map, Crusher SND, which this was the only search and destroy we lost all weekend. We won every other search. I think we played like 6 or 7 of them. Only lost this one, Crusher SND. And we went up 3-0, and then we started choking around. We just started giving them free rounds and started not playing as a team and just kind of choked. And after that, we were 2-2, got O2 cam, we got reverse swept by E6, and we're just like, everyone was like, dude, what are we doing? Because like I said, there's no room to make any error at these tournaments. If you lose a match or choke like that, that could have potentially got us out of the running for playoffs. So, and if we would have won that match, we literally would have been top 2 with Ghost guaranteed. We might have not gotten first seed, but we definitely would have been top 2. So it's kind of good that this happened and kind of bad in a way, but mostly since we did end up qualifying, I'm very glad it did work this way, because after that match, as a team, we literally talked for like 4 hours about just everything that happened. We were just talking out back in the venue, went back to the hotel, and everyone was just talking about it for like 4 hours, what we needed to do, what had happened, what plays we should and should not make in matches. And it kind of just showed like, it was like a good thing, because like it showed that the team like just didn't give up. We just didn't all like get quiet and everyone just like be on their phones in their room and shit. Like we were talking about it for hours and hours, which I love, especially with like these tournaments coming up. And we're a new team, so we gotta just learn as soon as possible, play as much as we can, and just get used to each other and get our play styles down so we can mesh and be the best team that we can be. And especially with like playoffs coming up, huge prize pools, lots of people watching. And then champs, huge prize pool. Again, obviously you can win that ring. So I'm very excited that the team was talking like that and going over stuff. So that was just like a good feeling. Like, okay, like yes, like let's go. We're still on the same page. We're still grinding, and it's just working out very well. So that was Saturday night. We're 2-2 right now. And then next day we play Elevate again, and then E6, or no, Elevate first match, and then Ghost. So we played Elevate, and we ended up beating them 3-0 again. And so that put us at 3-2. We had a pretty good map count because we have won 3 matches 3-0. Should have been 4, but fuck, we choked, man, we choked. And so we beat Elevate, and then Ghost played E6, and E6 ended up 3-0ing Ghost. And if Ghost would have won 1 map, I know in hindsight you look at it back, but if they would have won 1 map versus Elevate, or if Ghost would have won 1 map versus E6, they would have ended up qualifying. So this is in hindsight, this is after I'm talking from a perspective of, and yeah, so if they win 1 map versus E6, they end up qualifying. So they get 3-0 by E6, Ghost, or Elevate plays E6, and then E6 3-0 Elevate, and we're the last match of the night versus Ghost. And this is where it gets very interesting. So, E6 was 4-2, they were at second. Ghost was 4-1, they were at first at the moment, and we were third currently at 3-2. And so this was a must-win match to make it a 3-way tie. And so these were the situations that could have happened when we played Ghost. If we would have lost any map count, we wouldn't have made it. We had to win this match. If we won 3-0 or 3-1, us and E6 make it. If we go 3-2 last map and we win, then Ghost and ourselves and Ghost would make it. So, and then if we lose, Ghost and E6 will make it. So we go up 2-0. Lost the uplink. We had another crazy play at the end. I don't know what's up with this team, but we always have like a crazy comeback at the end and just somehow work some magic and tie the game up and go into overtime. So that was just kind of insane that happened. And I will show you that clip right now because it was just insane. And then we go on to the score chart point, and it was like a close game to like the middle part till about I say like the second rotation of the second hard point. I'm pretty sure we held that down. Then we held hanger down, and then we held drill down, and we got like so many points. We literally just got like 180 points straight off those. They really couldn't even really break or contest those hills. So we started just turning up, and we ended up winning the series 3-1. And I'm sure E6 was like so nervous watching, because if we would have lost that map, then E6, then we would have won last map, and if we would have won, E6 would have qualified. If Ghost would have beat us, then E6 would have qualified. So I'm sure E6 was super happy that we ended up winning right there. They didn't have to watch the last map to see if they qualify or not, and they were just super happy and hyped up about that. But the team played well, and I just like the way things were like flowing together. After we talked about stuff, it really like put things in perspective for everyone, and just how we should be playing the game together, what we should do in certain situations, and it just felt like really good. I felt like the last day I just knew everything to do, just how what everyone was gonna do before they did it, and it just felt so good playing with the team. I'm sure I'll put a few clips in the video just showing you guys some highlights throughout the weekend of the team, but it was definitely a good weekend. We ended up qualifying and taking the first seed going into playoffs, and we did get a FaZe Clan plaque on the wall at the MLG Arena, so I'll have to show you guys that next time we go there. I have 1 plaque on the wall from the Season 3 playoffs, because they only have MLG tournaments there, and I have 1 plaque from Season 3 playoffs, which our old FaZe team won. Then we're gonna have the plaque from Season 2, or the Season 2 of the Global Pro League, since we got first. Then there's a picture of myself, Replays, JCap, and Clay when we won the World Championships right there. So I'll show you guys that next time I do go to the MLG Arena for playoffs. But like I said, these next 2 weeks are going to be insane in the Global Pro League. I cannot wait to watch and just see how these teams play, and especially United, because they obviously got Clayster. So I want to see how they play, and then like just these next groups are such good teams in both groups. Like I cannot even say who I think is going to become or come out top 2 of the groups, because the team is just so good. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see that. But yeah, so I'm excited to play with this new team. I just felt like everything was flowing so well when we were playing in game, especially when we got on the same page. Very excited to grow and learn as a unit and go into these next 2 tournaments and hopefully take them, because these tournaments are huge. And I promise you guys we're going to win a tournament this year. So the grind is just starting. It's still real. It's going to be crazy going into these next 2 tournaments. Got a lot to learn, got a lot to practice. But thank you guys all for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to upload tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll find something to upload. Maybe like a question and answer with my mom or something, because it was her birthday this past weekend. And so, screw it. We might do a question and answer video. If you want to see that, make sure to tweet me or comment down below. Like this video as well. And maybe a question and answer with my mom coming out tomorrow. So thank you guys all for watching. And as always, my name's Attach, and I'm out. Peace.
All my life, that's on everything, yeah. This forever, I put that on everything, yeah. If forever, I move on to better things. I just got to mention for my son on everything.